Hi. New new episode. Isn't that exciting? Okay, hi. You enter the laboratory. Rose, look for mad scientists. There are no scientists to be found, mad or otherwise, or anyone for that matter. The lab appears to be deserted. There is a kiosk though. Continue. Well, continue. It looks like the kiosk monitors the lab's enormous hub grid. Jade, transportalize as far down as you can go. This is as far down as you can go. The Grand Foyer is still a few floors down, but the transportalizer on that level is blocked by one of Grandpa's impressive big game trophies, and you just don't think he would caught in someone to move it. Caught into someone moving it. Sorry. Speaking of which, here are some of his trophies now. He has a million of these ghastly things. You really dislike them. Jade, proceed. Well, you hop down a level. Granddad also likes to accumulate valiant knights from his travels. These are pretty cool, you guess. Jade, keep going. Oh yeah, how could you forget about a stash of decrepit mummies? God, you hate these things. Jade, don't stop. Continue. There's your grandpa's collection of what he refers to as his beauties. No lovely lady will be fit for his collection unless her portrait has spent at least 20 years bleaching the front window of a beauty parlor, or some establishment he's plundered no less frequently than ancient tombs. You guessed they were sort of like your sisters while growing up. You were always encouraged to look up to them. They are all awfully pretty ladies, suppose. But it was always hard to get as excited about them as Grandpa. Jade, study hard and keep your rifles at the ready. When adventure summons, I know you will rise to the task and take your rightful place among the daughters of Eclectica. That old coot, it sure is a bag of wind. Jade, complete your descent. Uh, You reach the ground level. There's a stupid thing blocking the transportalizer. It is unspeakably hideous. Down the southeast hall is the grand foyer. You'll have to cross it, though. You have to cross through it to leave the house. Continue. Looks like someone is pestering you. Even though you thought you logged off? Jade, answer.
Hi again, idiot! Oh no! So I guess today is finally the day you fuck everything up.
Um, shocked face?
Is there anything I could do to change your mind? You can leave me alone! How can you even be talking to me after I blocked you? And after I logged out? You don't get that I am better and smarter than you in every way, forever. You don't get that because you're incredibly stupid. I get that you're a jerk. You should shut up. Goodbye, you jerk.
Rose, look at that kiosk. Looks like a mapping of each hub's index. It appears one of the hubs was recently unlocked. Rose, go to the center to do Goofy Dance. At the center, you find a little stage that looks perfect for supporting a particular silly dance. Or it would, if it's standing on it didn't make you a little nervous. And also, if that didn't sound like a stupid idea given the circumstances. It looks like sort of it looks sort of it looks sort of the it looks sort of like the various contraptions you've been deploying in John's house. You wonder what it does. Rose, attempt to plug laptop into nearby hub. Oops. Continue. Great. You just vaporize your dead cat. Oh well. Ashes to ashes, you guess. There's gotta be a better way to deal with this lousy tree. Rose, is them in fetch modus? It looks like you can choose between picking leaves or awkwardly uprooting the whole tree, as you've been doing. You select the leaf. You also turn off auto balance, and its consequences can be a little mystifying sometimes. Continue. You gather up all your items again in an order that places your laptop in a conveniently accessible leaf. You're not sure why you didn't do this a lot sooner. Kind of a funny looking tree now, but it can serve for structural elegance as an all-time low. Rose, find the unlocked hub. As long as you're going to plug in your computer, you might as well find that hub. Here it is. Hub SN Lab 0413. It is unlocked, and thus removed from the grid. You suspect that it was the same beacon transmitting the unsecured signal that you were using earlier. Continue. You pick the laptop leaf from the tree. Continue. You plug your laptop into the hub, then capture the hub and then the laptop. There must be a better place around here to set up your computer. This huge grid of electronics is sort of uninviting. Look around. Hey, what's that? It's another one of these ominous countdowns. You didn't notice it when you first entered the lab about a minute ago. It looks like this one may have been ticking for years. Whatever it's ticking down to, there's not much time. You can only hope that when you turn on your computer again, there'll be a connection by invitation from one Mr. Strider. Again in the future. Dave, abscond.
It keeps happening.
What does? You don't have a lot of time. You don't have time to humor every random thought that pops into your head. The clock is ticking. Rose, look around for anything else of importance. This looks like something of importance. Continue. It appears to be Skia, uh, it appears to be Skynet's primary session terminal, monitoring a great number of suburb sessions in the northeastern United States and parts of Canada. Upon further inspection, upon further investigation, you draw some logical conclusions. It looks like each session consists of an IP address and a physical location. The colored dots on the map appear to be meteor impact sites. It seems each session corresponds with a meteor, but not all meteors have sessions. The color of the dot appears to indicate the set of the meteor's descent. The red dots indicate meteors that have already landed. Yellow dots make collisions. Green will impact later, and blue will take the longest to touch down. Continue. Use the panel to center on your present location and zoom in. Surrounding the lab are, of course, the hundreds of smaller meteors that have been raining down steadily throughout the evening. Most of these meteorites have either landed already or will shortly. Center over the lab is a significantly larger imminent collision. You can't say precisely how imminent, but you can certainly take an educated stab at it. Just southwest of the lab, centered suspiciously near the location of your house, is an even larger looming collision. The terminal looks like it can monitor any meteor or session around the world. Search filters can be applied as well, restricting results based on size, time of impact, location, and so on. Continue. You zoom way out and narrow the search based on size. The two at the top of the list appear to be the biggest by far. You examine only the current coordinates. The second biggest is centered over U.S. City. The biggest by a landslide is, luckily for the Earth you suppose, way out in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. Rose, turn on your laptop and check on John. You plug the laptop into the hub again and turn it on. It is now powered and connected to the wireless signal the hub is broadcasting. Your suburb session reconnects. No sign of John here. You wonder why the house is shaking. Last time you saw him, he was on one of the roof platforms. You'll have to navigate via the suburb interface to find him. Rose, ascend. Oh, I got this myself. Jesus Christ. John, high five Nanacoin.
Good work, John.
Oh, hey, you're back.
For now, I'll have to leave again shortly. It looks like there's another large meteor headed for my present location.
Oh, so you mean Dave connected with you?
Not yet. I'll explain later. But I think I've determined that activating the timer in the game is not directly responsible for summoning a meteor to your location. The countdown seems merely to exist as a kind of warning to the player, as well as a strange coincidence.
Okay. I don't think I really get it. Is this relevant?
Probably not at the moment, and certainly not to you. I have to go.
Okay, later.
P.S. Try not to waste too much of that grist while I'm gone.
John, climb the echelon ladder. You rocket up the echelon ladder to the dizzying heights of the vaunted boy skylark rung. Your new feather is hard-earned and well-deserved, and alarmingly fashionable. John, collect fat loots. You and your ceramic pork hollow rejoice in the mound of wealth yielded from your meteoric ascent up the ladder. You're still not sure what all these boon dollars can actually get you, but when pulling in such insane loot, hand over fist like this, who cares? Not you. John, pick up as much grist as you can hold. Your expanded cache limit is more than enough to accommodate the grist windfall. You gather up 2,260 pieces of build grist, 1,040 pieces of shale, 490 drops of tar, and 350 drops of mercury. You can't wait to find out what amazing items this new supply of grist will be just barely insignificant to produce. Continue. Oh god, there's gristler down there too. Those stupid ogres were like huge grist pinatas. One of those big, sour grape electric holocaust fruit gushers is jammed in the hole in the platform. Guess there's only one way to get it. Continue.
John, don't forget your book. It is your birthright. You ought to give it a read when you have a moment, particularly the first several pages. Okay, Nana, I will. Hey, Nana? Yes, dear? Since I am trying to get up to that gate, and since you can sort of conjure floating beds to throw me around and all, could you just throw me up to the gate? Yes, of course, John, but that would not serve your purpose well. There's a very good reason why you should build up to it, and then keep building. Oh, okay. I guess that's what I figured. So, just one more thing. Do you think that instead of telling me exactly why that is with a clear explanation, you give me a series of really coy riddles about it and then sort of giggle? John, you are a very fresh young man. Your father has done such a wonderful job raising you. I am so proud of you both. Ha, I guess. When you pass through the first gate, everything will change. You'll find the place where the constellations dance beneath the clouds, and then your true work may begin. Hoo hoo hoo! I suddenly understand everything.
Elsewhere, we find a place where a kingdom lies, entrenched beyond an impenetrable veil of darkness. Continue. Oh, oh no, no. Hmm. Graveyard stuffers. You are now the not quite sure how to say this. The peregrine mendicant. You're flying westward in your peculiar mobile station. You have no sense of your bearings presently. The door is blocked by a metal column, which extended through the entry shaft before liftoff. What will you do? PM, check mail. This message to Dr. Brenner looks pretty serious. PM, open envelope. Never! The mail is sacred, and sacred is the trust between the postman and the recipients of his precious parcels. You have made a solemn pledge to deliver this letter to the doctor, just as soon as you determine where this address is, or find any sort of discernible mailing address in this wasteland. For that matter, the mail is freedom. The mail is life. The mail is the very fabric of civilization. Wait, hold that thought for one moment. The mail is the one final hope for resurrecting a dead planet from its ashes. And the letter carriers are the brave soldiers of God in this righteous crusade. They are the defenders of the light, they are the defenders of the light of knowledge, free communication, and the exchange of ideas. They're can I read? They're the bold toters of all those little papery conduits of freedom. The white postmarked angels that whisper a message on their deliverance, a promise of yearning. There is hope yet. Liberty, reason, justice, civility, edification, perfection, mail. PM, examine keyboard and screen. It's a terminal used to activate the station's homing mechanism. It looks like it has now returned control to you. The default viewport displays commands previously entered, including your last and only command. Continue, home. PM, type, continue, view. You type another one of those previously entered commands, it shows you to the view of a young girl standing alone somewhere. There's a heavy amount of video interference of some sort. The girl seems familiar to you. Greetings. Don't I know you? Uh-oh. Continue. Continue. Oh. Continue. Rose, refuse to acknowledge the absurd tea set. You successfully discard the tea set because it's stupid. It should be placed in a place like this. It shouldn't be in a place like this. You probe further into the lab. Looks like a little girl's room. This all strikes you as a bit odd. No time for messing around in here, though. Rose, wear the scarf. Be the rider. Okay, maybe you do a little messing around. You are only human after all. Oh, what's that? You're accosted by a friendly mutant kitten. John, what's this great urge to take the wedge shell? You know you should grab this thing. but you're suddenly feeling apprehensive about entering your father's room with all the scampering around. It almost slipped your mind how much you hate his hideous clowns. No use putting it off any longer. There's only one thing left to do. Give me a D. Give me an E. Give me an S. Give me a C. John, jump down. Oh, 50 grist. Jade scampered to the grand foyer with wild abandon. Last scamper. You scamper your heart out and bump into something. You don't know why he always insists on keeping it so dark in here. Oh look, it's one of his with dumb globes. These things make it awfully difficult to navigate the foyer. We get it, Granddaddy. You like to travel around the world going on adventures and stuff. Lousy goddamn stupid globes. Jade, arm yourself. Grapple will surely have stern words for you if he catches you without your trusty rifle at the ready. That's just what you need. All I want is blustering, mustachioed diatribes. You're rolling your eyes in advance, getting them warmed up. But ideally, you can evade them altogether. All you have to do is get past the fireplace and out the front door, and you'll be scot-free. Jade, examine those chaps on the sofa. These are the manners for distinguished house guests. They like to gather here by the fireplace for tea time, as well as pretty much all other times. It's all very mannerly and civilized. You know exactly what's going to happen when you try to sneak by. The fireplace is going to lit up, and your grandpa's silhouette is going to appear in front of the fire to give you a good spook. He is so predictable. Continue. And there he goes. The old man has the flame. You suppose you could still manage to sneak by like crafty old man if you are fast enough. Avoiding an encounter would be ideal. Encounters with him are usually intense. Jade leaped dramatically across the divide. Whoops! I guess an encounter with him is almost certain now, but most likely not for a while. Time to see what someone else is up to. Oh, let's say Dave. Strife? Strife. Oh, snap! Preloader psych out. Huh? Oh. A grieve? Oh, I got it. Oh boy. There's the little fruits. Whoa. Okay. That's enough.
Yes, I'm going out with this gun. No, I will not get a bigger one. No, I will not take yours. I can't even lift it. Oh, that is so preposterous. Do you even hear what you're saying? I'll be fine. There's a perfect deadly gun. It shoots a lot of greatly deadly bullets. Oh, will you just stop it? I'm gonna go now. Bye. Goodbye.
Heart emoji? Jade, abscond. He was so much easier to deal with when he was when he was alive. PM miraculously survived. PR explosion hole. Continue. 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 Rose refused to acknowledge the absurd kitten. He fell miserably. Oh look, there's some more mad science crap over here. Rose, insert coin. This weird arcade gizmo adapted to this setup obviously doesn't take coins anymore. Assuming it ever did. Besides, you left all your coins in the fridge, remember? No. Rose, let's play a game. Appear fire ready? This doesn't appear to be a game. It appears to be an appear fire. Rose, screw around with the appear fire. You mess with the controls. Hey, Jesper's alive! Or at least he was in the past. According to the timestamp, this was almost 9 years ago. Try to move the crosshairs with the joystick, but it seems to be permanently locked on a specific target. You might be able to unlock it, but you clearly don't have much time to horse around with this thing. Continue. Zoom out. Looks like you and Jaspers are having one of your sessions. We're making a lot of progress, though, because Jaspers was no doubt being characteristically recalcitrant? Recalcitrant? Okay, recalcitrant, sure. You possibly jotted this phrase on your pad. To remember, though. Wait, could this be that day? Rose, cause time paradox. You attempt to purify Jaspers. This would surely cause a time paradox, because you can plainly see that he has not told you his secret yet. But it seems the machine has a safety mechanism to prevent such irresponsible purification practices. The paradox ghost imprint of Jaspers purifies instead, including cells into an amount of sludge. Sludge. The machine beside it sucks up the paradox sludge and begins some kind of automated procedure. It seems whatever sort of primordial biochemical properties the sludge possesses is being evaluated by the device. The device generates a fetal paradox clone of Jasper's. The wretched creature exhibits a number of unfortunate mutations, though. The good news is that it will be mercifully unestablished along with this facility shortly. There's also the bad news. Whoever was operating this machine in the past may have been making several attempts to perfect the science of ectobiology. Yay. Rose, have a flashback. There's no need for flashback. Conveniently, you can watch what happens right here on the monitor. Monitor. You roll the clock forward a few seconds. Jasper reveals his stunning secret to you in strict confidence. Before you can ask him to clarify, he mentions to thin air. You now believe you understand why. However, you were not the one to purify him from this woman. Your hand was nowhere near the controls just now. A couple weeks after he vanished, his body washed up along the riverbank. His suit was a mess. Your mother fitted him with a new one, just before the absurd funeral service she insisted upon. Rose traced Jasper's whereabouts on the machine. Yikes. You rolled the clock forward to a week after he vanished. It seems there is no accessible feed tracing his whereabouts during that time frame. Fast forward another week. There he is, just as you found him. Rose, fast forward to now. Oh, kitty cat. Uh-oh. Aww. Wow. Continue. It's Jasper's. He's alive. Well, okay, he's still dead, but his body's intact. Turns out it wasn't some kind of disintegratificator like you thought. It's more like an escapalizer. Rose, I purified Jasper's immediately. Good thing you finally got all this sorted out. We only have 10 seconds to spare. Time to stash the dead cat in Amscray. Amscra? Amscray, okay. Rose, stop fooling around and transport Elias out of there. Jade, locate and feed the devil beast you call a pet. Go out finding him. If he wants to be found, he will find you. Becquerel has always managed to elude your prognosticative faculties. He's completely invisible to your intuition somehow, a property almost totally unique to him. It used to freak you out a little, but you have long since grown accustomed to it. Continue? Continue? Huh? Oh, it was nothing. Nothing at all. Moving right along. Jay, retrieve the package you expected to arrive. The birthday package you expected to arrive from John arrived months late, and yet right on time. It landed over there past the crumbling monument, a satellite to the great mystic ruins at the center of the crater lagoon. John, triple somersault into room, etc. Stick the landing. Okay, you did that. You're now in your dad's room. Where are all the clowns? You spot your dad's briefcase beside you. It probably contains all sorts of clues, or at least various forms and paperwork critical to his trade as a hilarious street performer. John, snoop. Oh yeah. Here comes the secrets. Get ready for some major... Wait a minute. These are just boring business documents, spreadsheets. What the hell's going on here? John, examine your dad's room. Oh. Just a businessman. Not all that clowns, I guess. Most shocking twist yet. Who's this douchebag? Oh boy. John, calm down. It'll be alright. So all those years while you believed he was out busking up the corners with hilarious handshakes, he was working as an ordinary businessman all along? He was just a man trying to make a good, honest living for his son? He was too embarrassed to tell you the truth? It was just that you never bothered to ask. I guess you always just assumed. Continue. The human prisoner is broken out of his cell yet again. Attempts to block the cell door with heavy objects have proven futile. Continue. Oh boy. You're going to need a bigger safe. Continue. Who's this guy? Enter name. Spades Slick. Got a nice ring to it. But you know your own name. And that damn well ain't your name. Take another stab at it. State name and rank. Okay. You are Arch Archagent Ned George Archagent Jack Noir. You oversee various affairs of a dark kingdom. Presently, you are determining how to deal with this prisoner who has been a thorn in your side since he was apprehended. You view the affairs of the kingdom through a series of fenestrated walls. You have 3 walls, nearly the nearly nearly enough to form a cubicle of vigilance, which is a full and proper enclosure for an agent of your stature. However, once you are out of contempt, your 4th wall was stolen some time ago. Jack, don comical hat. This frivolous headdress turned to your stomach. You'd sooner stick your head in a furnace than coax it into this monstrosity's loathsome, colorful maw. It's bad enough the exalted ruler ordered everyone to drape themselves in these hideous rags the moment the troublesome human with the pipe and his child showed up. But you draw the line at the hat. Jack, call a minion. Order one of your burliest agents to the scene. He brings something heavier this time. Your transmission is interrupted. It seems your glorious monarch has concerns over your wardrobe. Fine. You begrudgingly don the comical hat. Stupid, lousy, wise, and just leader. What a royal pain in the ass. Jack, throw down hat in disgust. You fully intend to once your superior stops breathing down your neck for a second. Wait, what now? Womp womp. Oh god. Continue. Your blood is boiling so hot you could get an egg on your carapace. Looks like you'll have to go handle this yourself. John, investigate a room investigate a room for anything Dad may have left behind. It seems there is some unopened birthday presents which Dad didn't get to around giving you yet. John, present time. Open a present and see what's inside. The one on the right seems promising. You open it to see what's inside, and oh god, yes. John, obtain sweet loot. You tear into this thing and put a mean peep on the sweet loot. In addition to the modus control deck, you got a bonus array fetch modus, plus another 12 cards, which are practically worthless by this point. But hey, they'll take them. First thing you do is flush the actual cards to your deck. Okay, really, there's just way too many cards. John, equip array fetch modus. The array modus allows you to store and retrieve any items from any card at any time. It seems exceptionally serviceable, albeit difficult to weaponize. Boring. John, read instructions for control deck. There's nothing to read, really. You just pop some modus cartridges in the slots, fire it up, and see what happens. You start by putting the stack and Q modi in the slots. Continue. Uh-oh. Your Siltex now behaves like both a stack and a queue. Items can be removed from either the top card or the bottom card. Continue. You see no reason at all to not. You see no reason at all not to jam the array cartridge in there too. You make sure to blow all the blow the dust out first, of course. The Siltex reconfigures itself to an array of distinct Q stacks. Now we're talking. This is the sort of needless complexity you have come to expect from your inventory management system. John, unwrap the smallest present first. You have a staunch policy of always saving the biggest present for you for You have a staunch policy of always saving the biggest present for last. Always. Continue. You receive a box of delicious fruit gushers. Could this birthday get any better? You don't think so. John, open the big one. You thought wrong. John, fill up an entire Q stack with shoes. Okay, awesome. Cusacks full of shoes. John, caps lock fruit gushers. Dang, you spaced out and put in the wrong Q-stack. Don't worry, you'll get the hang of this thing. John, closely inspect fruit gushers box. So delicious. You can't wait to capture one of these packs and make like a million gushers. Screw all this building nonsense. You'd rather make candy. Wait a minute. It can't be. The heinous Batterwitch has her gnarled claws and everything. What do gushers have to do with baked goods anyways? Doesn't make sense. Why? Why? John, mental breakdown. Cool fructose monsoon. Kiwi mango colonic rush. Wicked watermelon grown injury. Mixed berry social anxiety disorder. Neon green ectofacial blast. Jam and sour red corn. Wild cherry. Ranch dressing rampage. This is stupid. Jade, retrieve package. Arraign? Bang. Are signalized. Bang. What the hell? Artillery. Bang. Armamentive, whatever. Are go fetch. Continue. Oh, continue. Aww. Continue. Aww. Rose, check cell for any mixed atoms with cat. Nope, no mixed atoms. Looks like you and the kitty kept your genes to yourselves. Your new kitty, whose name is... You'll think of one later. Hey, where the heck are you anyway? Rose, look around room. Oh, you're back home. The well-stocked bar and the vantage from the window tells you this is your mom's room, or at least what you thought was her room. You decided not to be especially melodramatic about this revelation. Rose, watch the meteor impact. Huh, that's funny. Shouldn't that place be unestablished by now? The downpour with smaller meteors have stopped. Continue. Oh boy. Continue. Better get out of here. This room is a powder keg with all this booze lying around. John, get down to business. Suddenly, you're feeling very businessman-like for some reason. You just punch a shitload of cards in anticipation for making a whole lot of cool stuff. This time, you didn't foolishly destroy any items. You just looked at the item codes for some objects you rounded up and punched them on blank cards. You wonder how much alchemizing you get away with before Rose gets back. As if she's got any right to tell you what to do with your hard-earned grist. You're the one running around here putting your ass on the line. All you gotta do is mess around with the computer. Anyway, you better hurry. Jade, dream. Aww. Continue. Uh-oh. Continue. Robot. Continue. You are now dreaming. Your dream pod is active and is awake and active. Same thing. Jade, applicably foreshadow future through interpretive dance. Your silly dance foreshadows nothing and is essentially meaningless, but it sure is a lot of fun. Jade, quick, get into bed. You climb into bed and try to get comfortable, but some sort of invisible force is pressing down on you. A strange feeling of cold, heavy metal. This happens every time you try to get into bed. No wonder you can never get any sleep. Jade, realize you can fly. There's not much to realize. Of course you can fly. Jade, open the package. You stop all this flying around nonsense and examine John's birthday package. Continue. Unfortunately, you cannot open it yet. This package has an important journey to make first. You're planning on delivering it momentarily. Good thing you already know what's inside. Otherwise, you would surely be consumed by curiosity and suspense. You sincerely pity anyone who might be forced to endure such a fate. Months in the past. Enough for the above weather to be seasonably reconcilable. Continue. Hey, happy birthday, Jade!
Yay, thank you, John.
Ooh, okay, I'll get a present in the mail just in time. Plus, I sent Rose and Dave's too. What are you guys' birthdays got to be all bunched together like that? You're running me ragged.
Hey, I know, but it's nice of you to think of us all like that.
I can't wait for you to see what I got you. I don't want to spoil or anything, but hopefully it'll help you solve those problems you've been having lately. Mysterious wink.
I'm sure it is great. I can't wait either. It might take a while to get here from there, but it'll be worth the wait.
Oh man, I'm such an idiot. I forgot how long it takes for you to get stuff. Arg.
John, that's okay, really. I'm sure it'll get to me exactly what it needs to, and it'll be a really nice surprise when it does.
Okay, well, I hope so.
Hold on. Okay, I'm back, sorry. I had to tell someone to go away.
Oh god, the trolls again?
Yup.
They've been such a pain in the ass lately. Seems like there are so many. There are there are either like 50 of these stupid idiots, or it's one guy with a lot of alt accounts. I've never had any.
I've never had any of sort. I've never had any sort of feeling about them or what they want, which is kind of weird. But it seems to me like they are probably all different people and not one guy. I have counted 12.
What do you want with us?
Some people just like to needle others for some reason, John. It's like a game, I guess. They like pranksters.
Oh hell no, shittiest pranksters ever.
But I think they're mostly harmless. Every so often they manage to get through my block filter and hassle me. It's been on for years. Actually, so they're kind of funny, I think.
Oh wow, what years? Okay, well I'm sick of them. I've been thinking of changing my pester chum handle to throw them off the trail. So I guess I'm gonna do that. John, make totems. You've already carved a few totems, but you've had to return to the living room for more Cruxet dolls. Your covering work is not nearly complete. Every time you ran through your room, you shudder at the recent handiwork of some mischievous imps. You you just can't turn your back on them for a second. Rotten imps, those posters were like children to you. Rose, flea room. At long last, you return to your bedroom with a stable power supply and with a stable power supply and internet connection. Vodka Mutini, Mutini, purrs at your side. You suppose you call it Muty for short. Rose, Pastor John.
That's quite a totem collection. What are you planning?
Oh, whoa, hi. Oh, gonna make some stuff. Are you okay? Has your house been on fire for like 5 hours now?
No, that was a nearby forest, which up until quite recently would have been described as on fire. But you may be excited to learn that just as recently, my house finally notched that achievement.
Wow, congrats, I guess?
Thank you. Have you seen Dave?
Nah, his bro is probably busy kicking his ass. That's probably all there's to say on the matter.
Okay, I'm going to stop putting this grist to use too. Let's be sparring with the frivolous knick-knack breeding and focus on getting you up to the gate, okay?
Yeah, okay, I hear you. But I think we'll have plenty. I think we'll have plenty. I've been killing imps all over the house, and now it's lousy with gushers.
Gushers?
I mean grist. Shows them right for ruining my posters. The bastards.
Which posters?
Don't you see? My sweet movie posters. Look at them. They're fucking ruined.
John,
Huh?
are you suggesting that imps are responsible for defacing your movie posters?
Yeah.
Your posters have looked like that ever since I first saw your room. The moment we started playing the game. I thought you had defaced them ironically to mock your father's interests. John? Hmm?
Very funny, Rose. Ha 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 ha. Continue. Nice joke. Great joke there, Rose. Top of the line prank. Hee hee. Ha 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 ha.
This is good. Laughter is probably the best way to avoid being especially melodramatic about a revelation.
Yes, yes. Let's get this a joke going because it is such a good one. Ha 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 ha. Oh my. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Continue. WV. Descend. You cannot descend from the top of your mobile station. The loose cable you gathered and tied together is not long enough to allow you to reach the ground safely. You have used all the cable you can find. Will have to come up with another plan. WV, sacrifice your mayoral, your mayoral, your mayoral, your mayoral, your mayoral sash for more cables. Absolutely not. What are you, crazy? A mayor does not relinquish his mayoral sash under any circumstances ever. Period. Davey, I purify the temple. That's such a dumb idea. Not as dumb as using your sash, but it comes close. The temple is way too big. You probably just end up purifying a chunk of useless, boring rock. Continue. Wait, what's that? There's something dangling from the top of one of those towers near that temple. Davey, command Serenity to carry the rope to you. She is a tiny insect and cannot possibly lift more than the weight of a pumpkin seed. She does, however, inform you of what the ledge contains through a series of informative blinks. There's an old rusty harpoon lodged into the crumbling rock. Tied to it is a bunched up jumble of handy cable. Huh? This strikes you as a convenient. It is also it is. I can't even read. It is almost as if someone knew you would need a bunch of cable, and that you would have a hold on, that you were particularly attached to that mayoral sash, and would stubbornly refuse to use it. Anyone who knew that much would surely possess a special gift. Alas, it seems a bit far-fetched. Davy, get ye a rope. Okay, we just established it was a cable, not a rope, but that's okay. You take a hasty swig from one of your delicious pods and put down. You then quickly adjust the coordinates to purify the jumble of handy cable. Continue.
To Mr. Mayor.
Oh, of course. The time wasn't set to the present moment. Somehow, it got set to a few hundred years ago. It is some sort of present from the past. In the present? Attached is an envelope. It looks extremely important. You open the envelope. Inside is a letter and another envelope. It is all highly confusing. You do not know what to make of it. Still, it is obviously critical mayoral business, which you take very seriously. You will defend this package with your life. Try to purify the cable again. You set the time to the present. You can purify the jumble of cable. Take obvious course of action. You tie all the cable together and carefully lower your precious pumpkin bindle. You then rappel down the station with the package, which must not leave your side. Years in the future, which is to say, the present moment precisely. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Rose, build as much as you can, fast as you can, In the next episode, haha.